Hey dolls, it is Bonbon and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is pretty much, you know what, we're gonna call it an icebreaker, okay? It's a way for me to kind of dip my toes in and steep my way back into potentially making YouTube videos because, as you will know, my last uploaded video was actually nearly a year ago. It was 11 months to be exact, and I mean, that's insane to me because I've actually filmed a lot of videos since then. There's just been different reasons as to why none of them have gone up. So this video is basically for those who care, because I still do get engagement on my videos and I still do get comments from people asking me kind of like where I'm at, or like if I'm okay, or like if I'm, you know, gonna be uploading again soon. And you know, when people will say to me, like, are you uploading again soon? I always say yes, because it's always my intention to. Like, I never quit YouTube. It's something that I, you know, still want to do. It's more so just that, like, shit just happens, you know? Life gets in the way, and I'm not the most, you know, on it person. So I just kind of thought that here I would kind of explain a few things and kind of do, like, an overview of the last year and kind of just, you know, let's just like have a sit down chat, you know? I didn't want to like do my makeup during the video or anything because, I don't know, I just wanted to kind of relax. I just wanted to chill because this is quite scary for me, and I'll explain why throughout the video, but this is scary for me and I am a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't feel as comfortable as I usually have done when filming videos in the past, so this is new, again for me, and so I just kind of want to take off the added pressure of having to like do my makeup correctly while talking or whatever. I just wanted to like sit down and be like, okay, got it, let's talk, let's discuss. I'm also really sorry for like the car sounds and shit in the background. I have to have my windows open because it is very hot today. I guess what would be good to start is kind of why I stopped in the first place. I am not a big channel. Some of my videos have reached far, you know, like considering I'm a channel, I think with like 9,000 subscribers, the fact that like my total view is nearly 500,000, like total views on my channel is insane to me, at least for me anyway. For other people that might mean nothing, but to me that's a lot. I'm no stranger to hate comments and, you know, people kind of having like a negative opinion and leaving negativity on my content. I've made videos before where I have reacted to them. One of the videos that I filmed over the last the last year was a video with my grandma where she read my hate comments. In all honesty, for the first time ever, they kind of did take a toll on me. I think I wasn't feeling remarkable in myself, but also because one of my videos in particular, which was where I kind of discussed the routine with being post-op trans in terms of dilation and stuff like that, that video got a lot of exposure, and with that just came, I don't know which person shared it on Facebook, but they had a thrill day, and I just was getting, kid you not, I was getting like 50 to 100 hate comments a day, and that was just like in a new realm of anything that I'd experienced before, and they were like, they were bad comments, you know, like people telling me to kill myself, people telling me I shouldn't be alive, people picking me apart, telling me like you need to have this surgery in order to look better, or like today's society, people are so much more like vocal about mental health, but yet people are still just as critical, which has always confused me. Like, you say, oh, I have like all of these insecurities, like I'm insecure about this, ha 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 ha, but then you tear other people down, and that doesn't make sense to me, because it's like, and I guess I'm probably guilty of it too, I think we all are. You don't have to leave that comment. You never did. Nobody asked for that comment, so just shut up, you know? To put it like that. One of the videos I did film was a video of me saying, you know, goodbye, like bye YouTube, like I'm done, because what I intended with my YouTube channel was to educate those who, you know, had no idea kind of about the LGBT community and wanted to be educated, but also to people who were potentially younger than me, who were about to embark on a journey similar to what I've been through, and kind of wanted that, you know, advice, if they didn't have anybody around them who could give it to them. So that was the initial intent. So that's what kind of made me decide not to upload that video, and just to be like, okay, I'm not gonna make any rushed decisions. I'm not gonna decide to quit YouTube because I'm sure in the future I won't feel this way, which is why I'm sitting here today. Another reason as to why I left is because I did get a new job. And this wasn't just, like a lot of the time when I've like made videos in the past when I was like 17 and stuff like that, like I was like working at a bar, or I was working at a Mac counter for a period of time. But this job is different for me because it's actually my career, and it's not the career that I ever saw myself with. After my operation, I felt really depressed and I was really confused for a long time. I was thinking, you've waited all this time for this operation, like you thought this operation was going to solve everything for you. Why are you not happy? But then I realized that, not to sound depressing in any sort of way, but as a young trans kid, like I never saw that day coming. I never thought that I would ever be able to have that operation. I didn't think I would be alive to see it, which sounds really dark, and I don't want it to like come off that way, but that's kind of the reality of it at the same time. There are so many people, like teenagers who are part of the LGBT community, who take their own lives, and I honestly assumed as a child that I was going to be a part of that statistic. So no part of me ever thought that I was going to get to that. But also because that was such a peak that I was working towards for such a long time, I never really planned for afterwards. I never really thought, after my operation, what do I want to do with the rest of my life? Like, what do I want to do as a job? And one thing I thought to myself was, I want to travel the world and kind of grow as a person beyond, the years of gender therapy and all of the bullshit that you have to go through as a young, like, trans person. And so I decided to become cabin crew, which some of you may also know as a flight attendant. Now, for legal reasons, I can't really discuss much further. I can't talk about like which airline. It probably isn't impossible for you guys to figure it out. But I went away for 6 weeks and was doing intensive training Monday to Friday. It just made me really happy. And I started flying. Some of you guys will see, on my Instagram. I went to Vegas. I got to go to Havana in Cuba. Like, when else would I have ever been able to go to Cuba? Which was such an amazing experience. And then Corona happened. And all of a sudden, we were grounded. Grounded means, like, it's basically the term where it's like, I'm no longer flying, Like, I'm down on the ground. I'm not getting new rosters as to, like, where I'm going or anything. And we were told that we were going to be on, like, unpaid leave, etc. But then obviously the furlough scheme happened, which here in the UK basically means like the government offered to pay 80% of people's wage and salary, because obviously this was something that people couldn't help, like that this had happened. We all were just kind of in this shit bite where people couldn't go to work, but we also couldn't afford to not be getting paid. And so there was a few months where, I haven't flown in about 6 months today. Unfortunately, like a lot of people have lost their jobs, not just in the airline industry, but like in many industries kind of all over the world. People have been made redundant and kind of been put in like a really difficult place. I am really lucky that I have managed to keep my job, and I am going back to work in 2 weeks' time, but that's another reason as to why I wasn't uploading, because I was really busy with that. And then I guess I've already kind of segued into the third reason, which was coronavirus. And a part of me kicks myself because I think I've had all this downtime. I could have been making content, but at the same time, with everything that was going on, I have always struggled with my mental health. I've tried my best to hide it. There was a period of time where for years, like, I just stayed in the house. I didn't really go outside. I didn't seek new opportunities for myself, and I didn't really do anything. And I was just kind of in this state of depression where I was just kind of content. And then I'd finally built up all this courage, gone through like so many interview processes and everything, and got a job which I was obsessed with. Like, it ticked every box of what I wanted, to then get put back in that position and be forced into quarantine. It put me in a surrounding that I knew all too well and didn't want to be a part of. And it just kind of was too familiar, and it brought back like feelings and emotions, and I just kind of very quickly snapped back into that state of depression and anxiety, and not feeling like I could leave the house, and not wanting to go and see like family and friends because of quarantine and lockdown. But when we were allowed to, and when those restrictions did loosen, I didn't even want to, because I was so comfortable with just being in the four walls of my bedroom. I am going back to work, and I'm starting to feel like myself. I feel like I finally could do this video and I finally could sit down and I could talk about it openly and honestly. So that basically sums up to you guys what has been going on with me. There's a lot more than I can remember. I think everybody's in a similar boat this year where you just kind of feel like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on at this point? I want to know what quarantine's been like for you. What has this last year been for you? Let's catch up. Put comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. We're actually almost at 10,000, which is, insane. I think I've gained like 1,000 since I last uploaded and haven't paid attention to it at all. So I do apologize for that. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time that I upload a video. Have I missed anything? Like, subscribe, notification, comments. Oh, and watch some of my other videos. I mean, if this is the first time you're seeing me, I do have other content. And it is right here on the screen for you. Right here. So, go check that out. And please don't leave hate comments, because they suck. So, yeah. Bye, guys.